everyone. All of you, please open your file handling PPT. I've already uploaded on weekly classroom, the updated one.
Good morning, ma'am.
Screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we were on the file handling part. How we are going to connect? Let's wait few more minutes. Students are joining. So we were on the file handling part. How we are going to make the connection of XML with R programming, right? So what is XML5? I've already told you it's a markup language and it stands for extensible markup language, and it is specially designed to store and transport the data. And it was released in the year late 90s, and it became a W3C recommendation on February 10, 1998. We can't say that XML is a replacement of HTML. It is specifically designed to carry data, not to display the data. This is the main difference in HTML and XML. XML is basically designed to carry the data. It is not used for displaying the data. And the tags of XML are not predefined. You must define your own text too. And it is a platform independent and language independent too. Right, so these are some features of XML. Now the main thing is how we are going to make the connection of XML with R. So first I will tell you what are the various things which separates XML from the HTML, right? So if you need to display dynamic data in your HTML document, it will take a lot of work to edit the HTML each stored in a separate XML file. This way you can focus on using HTML or CSS for display and layout. But be sure that the changes in the underlying data will not require any changes to the HTML document. Another feature or advantage of using XML is that it simplifies the data sharing. As we know, in the real world, computer system and databases containing a lot of data in the incompatible formats. So XML data is stored in a plain text format, and this provides a software and hardware independent way of storing the data. Right. Third thing is that XML simplifies the data transfer. It is very easy, or exchanging data as XML greatly reduce this complexity. So data can be easily transported and read by the different compatible applications. Now, in the XML file, as in the XML file, as we should know how we are going to create the XML file, how we can read the data, right, and how we are going to convert XML data into the data frame. Wait for a second. Hmm. So consider an underlying example of this XML data. This is an employee record, and what are the attributes of this employee record? It contains ID, it contains name, it contains the salary, starting date, right? So these are certain department 2. So these are the attributes of XML data. So as you can see, there are certain text, and these texts are not predefined. HTML में क्या होता है, आपके प्री डिफाइंड टेक्स्ट हैं. इट स्टार्ट्स विद द बॉडी, हेडर सेक्शन होगा आपका, पैराग्राफ के लिए पी होगा. बट इन द XML डेटा देर इज नो स्टैंडर्ड प्री डिफाइंड टेक्स्ट. You can create the record with the help of the record tabs, and then the name of the data. Let us suppose if the name of the data is a student, you can create a tab with the student too. ID is an attribute 1, name is an attribute 2, salary is an attribute 3, department is an attribute 4, and so on. so on. So this is how data is stored in the XML format. This is a pictorial representation of the XML data. Employee with attributes ID, name, salary, start date, and department. Right. Then the second record of the employee with ID 2, name, salary, start date, department. Third, fourth, and so on. Right. So this is how you are going to store the data in the XML format. Now, how we are going to read the XML file? So, in R, we can easily read an XML file with the help of the XML parse function, and the package required is XML package. So, all of you need to install the package XML. So, please install the package XML on your PCs. If you are on laptop, you are currently using your laptop. Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, yes. So, please install the package XML. For using the functions of all the XML, initially you need to load the package XML, and for loading the package, you need to install the package. So first step is to install the package. All of you, please install the package XML. And for reading the XML file, these are the things that you can do. You should know the number of the node present in the XML file. You should get the details of the first node. Also, you can able to getting the different elements of the node. Right. So reading XML data, first thing is to load the library XML. So all of you, please load the library XML. Also, please store the data emp.xml. Check whether I have uploaded the data set or not.
मैम एक्सएमएल लाइब्रेरी वर्क नहीं कर रही.
XML लाइब्रेरी नहीं वर्क कर रही. चेक
मतलब एरर
कैपिटल
आ
में
रहा
डाला
है.
है आपने.
यस मैम, देयर इज नो पैकेज कॉल्ड एक्सएमएल. ये आ रहा है.
But I have used it. See, others also please check.
एक्सएमएल पैकेज है ही नहीं.
है कैसे नहीं, मैंने कल ही
Ma'am,
इंस्टॉल
my
किया है.
XML is working.
Yes, there is a package. Initially, I have uploaded the package once again. Please check, all of you. Might be there is a configuration issue. You have to use the updated version of R and R Studio. Be sure of updating your R and R Studio software on regular basis, right? Check your internet connectivity, otherwise the package is working.
पैकेज हैज बीन इंस्टॉल्ड मैम.
Yeah, there's no issue, I suppose.
नाउ इट्स वर्किंग मैम.
Yeah. Right. So I think all of you have already installed the package, right? So let's start reading the data. For the same, I'm uploading the file XML file on Classroom. Just wait for a second. Till then, you can copy the data. I have provided the data in the PPT. You can copy the data and save the data with the extension .xml. Right? All of you, please copy that data I've provided in the PPT and save the data with the .xml extension and save in the current working repository of your R workspace. Copy and paste that data and store it in the current working space of R.
मैम किस एक्सटेंशन से फाइल वो सेव करना है?
Dot .xml. As you can see on the screen, emp.xml. The name of the file should be emp.xml. For your ease, I am uploading the data on the classroom too, right? I have uploaded it on Classroom as well, emp.xml. All of you, please open that file in case you are not able to save the data. Load the package, read the XML file, and for reading the XML file, the function is XML parse. In the file, provide the name of the file, and the name of the file is employee.xml. Save the employee.xml in the same working directory as your R workspace is, right?
Done, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Loaded file, all of you? Please type in the chat box. Yes.
मैम
Once you have
अपलोडेड फाइल
loaded,
मिली नहीं।
who is not able to load the file, write down in the chat box who is facing the issue. I have uploaded the file on the Google Classroom as well. Use that file emp.xml and simply write the function XML parts and you are able to read the file. Fine. Now let's move on to the next command. Write down to extract the root node from the XML file. You just need to write down XML root, provide the result. You have stored this XML file, the one we have loaded in the result variable. So pass that result variable in order to extract the root node from the XML file, right? So pass that result and extract the root node. Also, you need to find out the number of nodes in the root. For the same, the command is written root size, XML size, and within the bracket, you need to provide the root node. So run both the commands and check the output. Please run both the commands and check the output. And tell me the output of the XML size. Write down, all of you, please write down this output in the chat box. All of you completed both the commands?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, next thing is how we can extract the data from this XML file. For the same, right? So for extracting the root node, I already told you the command is XML root, and for displaying the first element of the first node. So what you need to provide? You need to provide the indexing, that is 1 1, fifth element of the first node 1 5, second element of the third node 3 2, and so on. So please type the command and check is there any error in these commands or not. For extracting the root node, the command is XML root. And for finding out any particular element present in the XML data, you need to provide the indexing like shown on the screen, root node 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 2 3, 3 2, whatsoever element you wish to display on the screen. So all of you please type the command and check the output.
Done, ma'am.
Done? So it is displaying the correct output?
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, next thing is, as we know, in R, every command and most of the methods are working with the data frames. So, how we are going to convert the XML data to data frames? So, what is the command to convert any data structure to any other? How we are converting any data to the data frame or to the CSV type? We did earlier as well.
As dot data dot frame.
As dot data dot frame, or for the XML data, you need to write down XML to data frame, right? So convert this XML data that is employed at XML into a tabular structure using the command XML to data frame. So please type the command and then check whether the data is converted into the tabular data or not. As you can see on the screen that corresponding data is converted to the tabular data form. So all of you please check for the command XML to data frame and supply the data and check whether data is converted, that XML data is converted to tabular format or not.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Yeah. Now consider this XML data of book, right? So it contains the attributes like book ID, author, genre, title, price, and description of the book. So these are the contents of the book, or we can say these are the attributes of the book. And we need what we need to do. We have to load this given XML file, and we have to find out the number of nodes present in the XML file and show the details of the first node, also display the details of second node, second element, and convert the given XML file to the data frame. We did the same exercise earlier as well. So how we are going to load the XML file? What is the command for the same?
XML parse.
XML parse, right? So simply you can write down, you have to load the library XML. Sometimes in case it is showing some error, so for the same, what happened? Hmm. uh, Sometimes it shows some errors. So for the same, you need to load the library methods as well in case it is showing some error. And if it is not showing some error, so you find with the XML package only. So we have loaded both the frames, and then we need to supply the method that is XML parse for reading the file. So I have loaded the file. Next thing is to get the number of nodes for getting the extracting the root node XML root, for extracting the size of the root node XML size. Acha, can you tell me XML size what exactly it is displaying? Anyone?
All the employees'
All
name.
the nodes provided. Yes, all the values provided in that XML data. So as we can see in this data, in total we have three values with book ID number BK101, book ID 102, book ID 103. So in total, we have three data stored in the XML data. So how much is the total size? So it is going to reflect the total size of that data. So the total size is 3, right? Since there is no hierarchy, 101, 102, 103, there is no parent children structure is provided in this data or not? All of these considered as a root node. So that is why it is showing the size as 3. Now print R node 1. So first data will be displayed on the screen. R node 2 2, कोई data नहीं होगा, so any will be displayed on the screen. And XML to data frame is used to convert any XML data to the data frame type or to the tabular type. Now consider this student data. All of you please first of all save this data as student.xml. इसको कॉपी करिए सब लोग और कॉपी करके नोटपैड में student.xml से सेव कर लीजिए in your current working directory. Copy the data and save the data as a student.xml and save in your current working space or your current working directory. Done? Please save this data. I have uploaded on Classroom too. So save the data on Notepad, save the file with the extension .xml, save the file as a student.xml, and perform the following task. Right? Now read student.xml file, extract the root node, find out the number of nodes in the root, get the entire contents of the second row, extract the third attribute of fourth record, print the marks of the fourth record, and convert XML data to data frame. We did all these exercise earlier as well. So I want the answers from every one of you, and I will ask any one of you to share your screen. Please do this task. Load the data. After loading the data, extract the root node. How we are going to load the data? XML parse, and then extract the root node, and then find out the number of nodes in the root, get the entire contents of the second record, extract the third attribute of the fourth record, print the marks of the fourth record, and convert XML data to data frame. We did these exercise earlier as well. So all of you please complete this exercise. I have loaded the data on Classroom 2. Those who didn't save the data, they can take the data from the classroom as well. For reading the data, command is, or loading the data, the command is XML parse, or if you please upload the student file and extract the root node. I can ask any one of you to share your screen.
क्लासरूम में तो डाटा मिला ही नहीं हमें, कहाँ पे आपने डाला?
क्लासरूम में डेटा सेट्स के अंदर चेक करो. क्लासरूम में डेटा सेट्स के अंदर मैंने डाला है. ये आ गया ना student.xml. चेक करो. इसमें चेक कर लो, फाइल हैंडलिंग में चला गया है शायद. फाइल हैंडलिंग में, फाइल हैंडलिंग के अंदर चला गया है.
जो आज का अपलोड है उसमें नहीं है ना मैम? जो आज का आपने अपलोड किया है उसमें नहीं है
हाँ,
ना
उसमें नहीं,
वो?
उसमें नहीं, उसमें नहीं है, पुराने वाले में, फाइल हैंडलिंग वाले उसके अंदर चेक करो,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
है ना? हाँ, उसमें। और नहीं भी मिल रहा है, यू कैन कॉपी पेस्ट द डेटा। कुछ नहीं करना, कॉपी पेस्ट करके डॉट एक्सएमएल से सेव कर देना है बस। We have already uploaded the package, loaded the library, so I don't think it will take this much time. Abhishek Sharma, are you there in the class?
यस मैम, यस मैम।
Are you able to do it?
नहीं मैम, ज्यादा समझ नहीं आ रहा मैम।
अच्छा, आप कुछ नहीं करिए, मैंने जो वहाँ पे डेटा डाला है
जी।
उसको पहले अपनी करंट वर्किंग स्पेस में कॉपी करिए। ठीक है, आपने पैकेज डाउनलोड कर लिया है?
नहीं मैम, मैंने नहीं करा, मैं दूसरे लैपटॉप पे हूँ, मतलब उसमें आर नहीं है।
ओके ओके ओके, इन दैट केस यू कांट डू प्रैक्टिस, नो?
यस मैम।
नो इश्यूज, नो इश्यूज, यू कैन प्रैक्टिस लेटर ऑन।
ठीक। ओके, थैंक्स मैम, थैंक्स।
मैम हो गया।
हो गया? व्हाट अबाउट
यस
अदर
यस
स्टूडेंट्स?
मैम।
Done, ma'am.
All the part or just loaded the data?
मैम ऑल द एक्सरसाइज मतलब
All
ये
the
Yeah.
वाली हो
parts.
गई।
Yes. It's been quite easy. So XML parts is required, right? For loading the data and for extracting the root node, XML root, or for getting the size, XML size, and for fetching the details of the entire content of second record, what we need to type? What we need to type for fetching the details of the content of the second record?
मैम इंडेक्स नंबर यूज किया था 2
Yes,
को डबल
yes.
ब्रैकेट्स में स्क्वायर में।
Right. ठीक है, and for extracting the third attribute of fourth record, 4,
मैम
and then
4
3.
and 3।
Insert
Yeah,
3
right.
and 4.
Yeah. And for converting XML to data frame, XML to data frame direct command is there. So I think it's clear to everyone. Now, the next type of files are your JSON files, which stands for the JavaScript object notation. So any idea about the JSON file to anyone? Any idea?
No, ma'am.
Right. So your JSONs is a file that simply stores data structure and objects in the JavaScript object notation, and it is a standard data interchange format and used for transmitting the data between web application and server. जब हम किसी वेब एप्लीकेशन और सर्वर की बात करते हैं, आपको कुछ भी काम करें, लेट अस सपोज मैं जीमेल में लॉग इन कर रही हूँ, सो दिस इज योर वेब एप्लीकेशन एंड आई एम redirecting this login page to some server. It is fetching the details of the password from that server, and if it is okay, I'll be redirecting to the next page, otherwise an error will be displayed on the screen. तो JSON को जो data है, it is used for primarily used for transmitting the data between web application and a server, and these are lightweight, text-based, human readable, and can be edited using a text editor, right? So for reading the JSON file, we need a package rjson, and installing and loading the required console. सबसे पहले आप अपने पैकेज को लोड करेंगे, उसके बाद अपनी एक JSON फाइल क्रिएट करेंगे, and then reading the data from the JSON file. You can also write the data, converting JSON to the data frame, or you can also work with the URLs. How we can fetch data directly from particular URL. ठीक है, ये अभी हम सीखेंगे. So first step is to install the package. Next step is to create the file. Third step is to read the data. And fourth step is to convert any JSON data to the tabular data format. Install.packages, सब लोग package install कर लीजिए rjson. Please install the package rjson, all of you. In the same folder, I am uploading the JSON data. I have uploaded the file js.json. Please use that file. Please use that file. I have uploaded on the Google Classroom under the folder datasets. The name of the file is js.json. So this is the format of the JSON data, same as that of the XML data. You have certain attributes. Like in this, we have the attributes ID with values 1 to 5, name with certain values, salary with certain values, start date with certain values, and department with certain values. So this is the format of the JSON data, right? All of you, first of all, please save the file in the current working space, js.json. And this is the structure of the data that I've displayed on the screen. And next step, how we can read the JSON file. From JSON, the command is from JSON, file equal to, you need to supply the name of the file. The name of the file is js.json. All of you save the file. I've shared the file on Classroom. Please save the file in your current working space and then read the file.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Any student who is facing any issue in loading this file or data? Fine. Assuming everyone uploaded the file, now how you can write the data into a JSON file? So first step is to create a list or any kind of vector, right? In this example, I'm creating a list, right? So list 1 contains certain data, list 2 contains certain data, okay? And then writing this data to the JSON type. To JSON is used to write data of the format JSON type, ठीक है? ये जो मैंने list 1 बनाई थी, इस list 1 को मैं किस में किस तरह सेव कर रही हूँ? As a JSON में सेव कर रही हूँ, right? So write this JSON data as a result.json and give the created file name to the function file equal to, and then the result will be displayed as a .js extension file. सबसे पहले कोई भी एक डेटा बना लीजिए, वेक्टर बनाइए, लिस्ट बनाइए, बनाई है, मैंने लिस्ट बनाई है, ठीक है। फिर उसको जेसॉन फॉर्मेट में, टू जेसॉन में हमने उसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया। फिर राइट किया हमने इस जेसॉन डेटा को, जो भी आप अपनी फाइल का नेम देना चाहते हो, as I've written result.json. So save the file with the .json extension, whatsoever name you wish to supply, you can supply that name, and then reading that file with the help of the from JSON, we are reading the data. So the data will be displayed on the screen. We have only two lists. First list will contain the name of the flowers, and second list will contain some combination of the data, right? Or if you try code. Create a JSON type and then writing that JSON data to some .json type of extension file, and finally displaying the data on the screen. Done?
नहीं मैम, कर रहे हैं अभी।
ठीक है। Completed? This is another way of creating the I've shown you in this example. You can provide the data type and supply the elements later on as provided in list 1, list 2 data elements. Length you need to supply, how much is the length, 3, 4, 5, whatsoever is the length, right? So this is another method of creating the list. All of you completed?
Done, ma'am.
What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am
Yes,
doing.
ma'am. Hope everybody completed this code. Next thing is how we can convert the JSON data to the data frame, right? Here the command is as.data.frame. You simply supply the name resultant file, converting the data into the tabular data format as seen on the screen. For converting the XML data, the command is XML to data frame. For rest other types, the command is as.data.frame. Right now, how we can work with the URLs? So we can take any data sets from any website and extract it and use them. For both, we need two packages: RJSONio or JSON, right? So install both the package RJSONio and JSON Lite, right? And then extracting the data like this from JSON, provide supply your URL, and finally loading or uploading the data. All of you install the library RJSonio and extracting data from the given website provided in the slide. Install and load the library RJSonio and then extracting the data from a website and use the same website and then extract the data node and then assembling the data into the data frames. So this is how data will be displayed on the screen. You can practice this command. Till then, I will take your attendance. Answer roll call. Naman Jain. Naman.
Yes, present, ma'am.
Srishti.
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek Chaudhary.
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek Sharma.
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya.
Yes, ma'am.
Neha. Neha. Kunal.
Yes, ma'am.
Rohit.
Present, ma'am.
Jatin.
Present, ma'am.
Umar.
Present, ma'am.
Varun.
Present, ma'am.
Devansh.
Present, ma'am.
Jatin Singh.
Present, ma'am.
Ayush Pandey.
मैम उसका माइक नहीं चल रहा है
Okay. Ankur Gupta.
मैम
Abdul.
Yes, ma'am.
Sakshi Sahu.
Yes, ma'am.
Shiva.
Present, ma'am.
Ehtisham. Loveleen.
Present, ma'am.
Al Yusra.
Present, ma'am.
Noor Mohammed.
Present, ma'am.
Fine.
Ma'am, Neha.
Yes or no?
मैम it's not accessible it's access is denied it's showing my positive
But I have uploaded. You can check in the PPT too. I have downloaded the data. आप उससे जी सूट की जगह दूसरी आईडी से लॉगिन करके देखना.
okay ma'am.
All of you, please try this code at home. In case of any issue, we will resolve in the Monday class. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, you can leave now, all of you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.